No, it's kind of like Puzzle and Dragons. Like you like bounce shit around like the sides. It's like pinball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't know. I don't know if I like it anymore. All right, I'm back out. Sorry,
Damn.
guys. Sorry, guys.
And a little sussy.
All right, guys. I'm Treasure Cruise for life, boys. Pog.
Yay.
Yeah, nice, dude. Awesome.
Breaking news, me and I are coming back. Yeah.
Oh, yo, exclusive.
Hey.
Exclusive. Coming back right in time for One Piece Day. Pog. Hype.
Only playing
Legend.
TM and PK. Yay.
That's it. That's all we got to play. That's the problem.
What do you mean? New arena, baby.
Yeah, it was done in like 40 minutes, unfortunately.
Did you see the new team that the Japanese player have built?
I saw something.
It beats it in like a minute 30 or a minute 40 or something.
That's
and
disgusting.
It's like a Carrot Frankie hybrid, and friggin' Super Ten and Sengoku's on the team.
That's disgusting. I hate that. That's gross.
It's crazy.
Why are they doing it? Like, for what purpose? What are you getting? You getting like 2 cotton candy out of it? Like, don't do that. Don't. Stop it. Get some help, man. Jesus.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how like they build all this like the arena with all this content. It's like super hard because of all these like health reduction effects and paralysis and defensive effects, and it's like, well,
Use Carrot.
I'm just gonna smash my head against the wall and just break straight through it. So
I love how Carrot is just so useful still. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just use Carrot to beat it. Okay.
All those Sulong legends when the arena drops, man. They love it.
They were a mistake. Like punching through defensive effects was a mistake.
Yeah, dude.
That is too good.
I did limit break expand my Carrot to get that cooldown though.
Love that for you. I saw you missed out by a point though. I was making fun of you. You're 39.
Yeah. I was like, because I only need the cooldowns. Like, I don't need to waste more materials than I'm already doing right now. So fuck it.
What are you, not a Joba fan? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode. I gotta keep that in. I gotta keep that. That's fucking hilarious. My goat, Toadsy, man. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 95 of the Good, Great, Perfect podcast. We're back. You know, it's another off ep. You know how we do, man. I got the usual suspects with me. Everyone's here today. Flame, Knight, and Todd. What's been going on, everyone? How have you all been doing?
Chilling.
Chilling? Knight, what have you been up to, bud?
Not much. I'm just, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
But where's the energy? Where's the energy going? You don't want to be here or something like that? It's okay, man. I was running myself, man. You know. I don't know what's going on today, man. Todd put us out of whack just now. It was funny as. That was the funniest thing probably we've had on the podcast in a while. Todd, speaking of which, how you doing, bud? What's been up? What's been going on? What's been cracking?
Yeah, it's been chilling still, trucking along, doing the same old stuff. Recently just booked another flight to go to the States again.
You booked a flight? I thought Chris was meant to be coming down to Oz, mate.
I mean she was, but
you know how that goes.
What do you mean you know how that goes? That's crazy.
Well, when I head over there this time, well, we're gonna get that shit organized. Stat.
Yeah, that's the first thing. We ain't talking until we book that flight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't eating. We ain't moving from this room.
Yeah,
that's good.
Organized.
Any leaks? Any leaks when you're going to be going, or is it still a hush for now?
The end of October is when I'm leaving, and I'll be back like the first week of January.
Oh, so you're going over Christmas?
Yeah,
oh, that's
we'll be
nice.
there for, for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
And over there for 9.5 Annie, dude. Congrats, bud. That'd be fun.
And New Year's.
Whoa. Because our life revolves around Treasure Cruise. Nice. That's good, though.
Mine does, though.
Yeah, yours literally does. That's good. Flame, what have you been up to, bud? How you been doing? What's been cracking?
I've been okay. Today's my long day at work, so I just got home like an hour ago. I'm getting my tattoo soon.
Ooh,
for
speak
it.
on that. Speak on that.
I want to get like this like snake, like kind of like going around.
It's gonna
like
get a
my
massive
forearm.
cock on my back.
Yeah.
Hey yo!
Some inspiration.
Whoa!
What?
You said what?
Nah,
Man.
but yeah, I'm like I'm planning on what I want to get my arm. I'll definitely show you guys when I get it.
Okay,
Um,
good.
Other than that, I picked up some OP cards finally.
Yep.
Got my set 4s. I was
Yep.
pretty happy with what I got. I'm gonna wait. I was gonna pick up some of the other sets, but I think I'm just gonna go from here. So I'm just gonna wait for set 5. And I've been playing a shit ton of Final Fantasy 16 the last 2 weeks.
Love that.
Yeah, I've been playing. I've been dabbling in it a little bit.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's
Yep.
pivot then. Let's pivot on that. Final
Well,
Fantasy.
before we do that, what about you, Pappy? What are you?
Oh,
got?
what's up? Hello. I'm
Yes,
still here.
sir.
What's cracking? I'm doing all right. Work's good. Work's actually psychotic at the moment. There's just like problems on problems on problems. So I don't even know if I'm gonna have a job in the next like couple of weeks. To be honest with you.
Oh
So-
no!
Oh
No,
god.
no.
it's not
Oh.
the thing is it's not like based upon like what me and my team have done. It's based upon what like the problems embedded in what's going on. Like it's not a bad thing. I'm gonna have a job. I play it up for the camera, you know. I'm gonna have a job, but probably not in the same vicinity potentially. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay.
Um,
Right.
the only other big news, I took down Captain's Lodge. I don't know, like for the 50 people that watch that. Yeah, there's like pressure on that. I was talking to Flame pre-pod just then. Like, I kind of like, not that like it was like a big running series or whatever, but I did definitely feel like that pressure that people talk about when it comes to making content of like, you want to record something, but you're not in the mood to do it. But if you don't do it, you're delaying it. But if you delay it, if you do it, it's gonna be bad. And like, you're not in this like this constant like vicious cycle of like knowing that you have to do something, or you should do something, but then not actually doing it, and then like, it just constantly feeds in on itself. So I definitely was feeling that a lot. Oh, without a doubt. Like, I was like, how many times I could like sit there, but I could like definitely record something today. Then I'd start and I'd be like, yeah, this is really bad and I hate this. Like, I don't want to push this out as content or whatever. So, yeah, so I was like, probably best for the best to take it down and maybe like come at it from a different approach at some other point there. So yeah, that's me pretty much. But Final Fantasy, what's been cracking? Give me the lowdown, Flame. What's been happening,
Bro? This game is so unbelievable. Like,
all right, so we dick riding now, eh?
Yeah, we on it. We on it as
Hey,
crazy
bro,
as my
relax.
backpack is.
You talking about cock on your back as a reference and dick riding, bro. You okay, bud? You got something to tell us? That's crazy.
In this sense, it deserves it at least.
Hey,
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway. Moving on swiftly.
Nah, but I mean, the game's amazing. It's one of the I think it's one of the first games that I've ever played where most games nowadays they have performance and like fidelity mode. This game's performance mode actually has full ray tracing in the performance mode, which is crazy. Like, a lot of games don't even have that.
So how does
it's a great look.
How does it run?
Yeah.
Are you playing it on PS5? Are you playing it on PC? Or is it even on PC? Sorry.
It's only on PlayStation.
Okay. How's it running?
The game does have performance issues.
Right.
It drops from like 60 to 40 every so often.
Okay.
But they have already announced like that they're working on a patch to keep it at stable 60, which is fine. I'm basically at the end of the game. I'm gonna beat it like tomorrow. I really haven't had too much performance issues. I do notice it sometimes in like some cutscenes, or if like there's something like really ridiculous happening, because that does happen often. But other than that, it's an amazing visual game. The combat's great. In this game, you get like a lot of the they're called like icons, like they're very iconic throughout the Final Fantasy games, like Ifrit, Shiva, and like so on. You get to maneuver and use like a bunch of their abilities and all that shit. So the main character gets like so much accessibility with all like his different abilities and whatnot, which is really cool. This game by far probably has the best boss fights I've ever experienced in any video games. It's they're so like enthralling. They're so interactive. The combat in them is great. The story behind them is great. The story itself is actually really good too. It's like kind of like a Western,
Give us
like
a
Europe.
lowdown. Like not like spoiler, of course, but like what's the premise, I suppose, for people that were curious.
So this is one of those games where it actually starts off in its prologue, and then there's a time skip after.
Okay, cool.
So basically, something happens in the beginning of the game with
Yep.
the main character and his family.
Yep.
There's a huge time skip, like 10 years or whatever, and you're kind of like an outlaw now, or like an outcast. They call them the branded. They're basically like they're humans, but like they treat them like they're not. But you inherit this power, and you start to like you want to know what happened that night before the time skip, and you kind of just go from there, because that's really all I could say without really spoiling it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Interesting.
But yeah, it's a very long game. Like I'm like 60 hours in, and I'm
Jesus.
still not done with the game.
Damn. Are you like doing like stuff outside of the main story for that
I'm
as
doing,
well?
I'm doing everything. I've done every side mission, every bounty. I've done everything. One of the complaints people have about the game is that it's too easy, which I agree. I do find the game really easy, but the harder difficulty in the game, they don't allow you to play it until you beat the game. It's called Final Fantasy mode or difficulty. So I mean, I wouldn't.
Strange, honestly.
How do you feel about that? What do you think about that? Do you think that's a good move, or
it's kind of strange, to be honest, because if I had the choice, I definitely would have put it on, because for like 90% of the game I literally didn't die. But it is what it is. I'm gonna try it out after I beat the game, because you can do a new game plus and bring everything over. But yeah, so most of the characters in the game all are great. One thing I really love about the game is it really does a good job at keeping all of the characters in the loop with the story. So it's not like you're forgetting people. Even like side characters, you'll constantly go back to see them, or they'll send you on side missions that are actually important to the story and their character development. So it does a great job with that as well. There was something that just happened recently that I'm not gonna say I didn't like, but I guess I was a little bit disappointed. But that's because everything prior to this point was like complete peak, like next couple of One Piece episode peaks, like for like 50 hours straight. So it's like, okay, like I can give it a pass if it has like one or two bad things that I didn't really like too much. But I really want to see how the game ends. That's gonna be like really the big breaking point. Like if I'm gonna be telling people like, yeah, this is the greatest game I've ever played, or it's one of the better games I played. But overall, it's an amazing game, and I think anybody should try it.
Okay, interesting. Todd?
Yeah, I've been playing it a little bit, so I'm probably like 5-6 hours into the game. So like I'm at a point where basically the main character gets the combat function of limit break, so not that far into the game.
Sure.
But it's a lot of fun, and visually is amazing. The story is actually pretty interesting too. I'm kind of engaged in it. So there's like a couple things that I've experienced that I've found like to be really good, and the stuff that I haven't liked really at the moment. One thing that I haven't liked is like when you're playing through the game and you have like these zones that you're in. I felt like it's pretty linear. I don't know if that changes, but it just feels like super linear.
Yeah, the game itself is linear. It's not an open world game. So
then again, I haven't played many Final Fantasy games. I've only ever played a very small amount of them, so I don't know if that's like a constant in these games. But I found the zones to be like that.
Majority of the Final Fantasy games have open world aspects. Like there's some like kind of open fields. They're not really open world, but for the most part, they're mostly linear games.
And another thing that I've like really like stood out initially was the combat in the early parts of the game is like very mundane. It doesn't get good until you start unlocking these abilities, and when you start unlocking these abilities, you can chain them together and build some sick combos.
Yeah, I agree.
It's rough early. It's very basic, like sword slashes and a couple of fireballs and shit. But once you get these abilities, it is amazing to chain them together. It just feels super satisfying just killing these monsters with these abilities. It's awesome.
Yep. And yeah, no, I was gonna say I was gonna say like, and you'll see it the more as you play.
Mm,
But as you start to unlock more of like the powers and whatnot, you can start chaining all of those together and mix and match them. It's really fun.
that's sick.
Yeah.
And another thing that I found was kind of interesting as well that not a lot of games actually do, but when you're in the middle of like a cutscene or
Oh
something,
yeah.
you can
Mhm.
like hold down the main button of the PlayStation controller and it brings up like a menu and it shows you like if a character is talking about a certain term and you don't remember what that term was, this
Oh.
button brings up everything like a terminology kind of like glossary thing, and then
Yep.
you can get a bit of a refresher in the middle of a
Mm.
cutscene. It's really sick.
Yeah, so that system is called active time lore. So basically like what he said, like anything that's relevant to that cutscene, they show you like these pictures and you can click them for any kind of context that you need. And I think that this is the first game that'll probably set that trend for other games
Yeah,
because that's an amazing feature. I think every game should have that, to be
I
honest.
agree.
Hmm.
That's a really cool idea. That's a good concept.
But yeah, I'm
Hmm.
definitely gonna keep playing it. But so far, like I'd say in the 5 or 6 hours that I've played, I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. But I've
Right.
only really experienced like one, maybe two boss fights that were like super cinematic. The boss fights, as Flame said, are like actually amazing.
Yep.
And
Oh
I
yeah,
just can't
dude.
wait to get
Yeah,
through it
dog.
all. To be honest.
They're all just as crazy. So no
Yeah,
overhyping.
that's sick.
Question: do the Final Fantasy games, do they like, does the story like go from one to the next, or is it own like it is it its own bespoke, like Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 16 has its own story?
Um, the Final Fantasy games for the most part are like standalones. Like you can kind of
Right.
just hop into any of them. But
Yep.
it's kind of like the thing where as if you play them along the way, there's a lot of references
Hmm.
Sure.
from other games, like just kind of the general world and stuff. Like for example, like chocobos, different types of
Mm-hmm.
enemies. Like you would recognize it from other games. But for the most part, you can jump into any Final Fantasy game. They're all their own stories.
Do you think that this game is a good starting point for people that might want to get into like the series of Final Fantasy, or do you think there would be another one that'd be better?
Well, this Final Fantasy, it's obviously different from traditional Final Fantasies, and that's
Yeah.
what a lot of people are upset about because they're losers. They
Damn.
a lot of people cry that it's not a turn-based game, which is how like majority of like the older Final Fantasy games are, which I can respect that. I mean, I like my old school turn-based games too, but
Hmm.
they started making a lot of the newer Final Fantasy games more of like kind of like
Action
just
oriented.
yeah, action orientated like
Hmm.
16, 15, 7 remake.
Yeah.
I think 13 is what's it called, turn based and whatnot, but that's just kind of like the trend that they're on right now. This game actually, if you didn't know, Todd, it has the same combat developer that for the guy that does the Devil May Cry series.
Oh, I guess
Oh.
it kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So, as a Final Fantasy game, it's a little bit different. This is by far the most mature Final Fantasy game. I think this is the first Final Fantasy game with an M rating.
Okay.
Um, so it's different. It's definitely different than the other ones. The other
Well,
ones
actually, in
kind of like,
in Australia, for our rating system, ours is MA 15 plus, so it's pretty high
Bit up
rated
there then,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
I will say there's lots of swearing in the game,
Yeah,
Okay.
shitloads.
yeah.
Interesting.
It's a lot of the other Final Fantasy games are kind of like. No, I'm not gonna say like they're babyish, but like they're like kind of childish in a way. Like they're very anime-esque. Like you could tell like
Mm,
they're like kind of an anime style.
Yeah.
But this game isn't like that. This game is literally it's like Game of Thrones. That's the perfect example of
Okay.
what this game is.
Interesting.
But yeah,
Interesting.
I do think that if you're interested in the series, I probably wouldn't recommend this as a starting point. I would probably recommend like Final Fantasy 7 or like Final Fantasy 10 because that's kind of like more of the traditional Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is a great game to play, and I would recommend it.
There you go. What would you rate it so far in your current experience?
Me, this is like top 3 best game I ever played my whole life.
Oh
so
my god.
so it's like a 10 right now.
God damn. There you go. Not any interest in potentially looking at it?
Oh yeah, I'm planning on getting it. I just been kind of busy recently, so I
Mm.
haven't been playing any games at all. But yeah, it's on my list.
There you go. Happy
Dude,
days.
this is gonna be an interesting year for like Game of the Year because I mean you got Final Fantasy 16, you got The Legend of Zelda, Resident Evil 4 was really good.
Dude,
Redfall.
Yikes.
Spider-Man 2 is supposed to be coming out.
Redfall.
It's so sad. Like I haven't beat Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't
Neither.
care. I don't care what anybody says. That game does not touch Final Fantasy 16 in any slightest, and
Oh,
I know it's gonna win. It's gonna win
of
because
course it's
all the
gonna
little
win.
the Nintendo babies are gonna cry if it doesn't. So they have to make it win.
They're just different games. It's hard to compare them really, because like I don't know. I love the open world of Tears of the Kingdom, but the cinematics and the spectacle of Final Fantasy 16 is just insane.
Yeah, dude, and I'm telling you, like when we come back to do our next
And the
episode, I'm gonna
story's
ask you
better.
about. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about it. You're gonna see so much more shit by the next time I talk to you.
Damn. All right. Gotta get
All right,
up.
there we go. Happy days. Final Fantasy. Recommendations from the cast, I suppose. Good stuff. Let's pivot completely. OP Set 3 dropped like a week or so ago. What's the vibes, Todd? How you feeling, bud?
Got them big boy.
Well,
pulls.
for myself personally, look,
Slam
this was
Jam.
the best. This was the best set because
Yeah.
it brought along Mr. Slam Jam, of course.
There we go.
Yeah, and Katakuri is one of the best decks in the meta right now, so that makes it even better. And it was, I mean, I got really lucky with my pulls. I ended up pulling the Manga rare, so that's something.
That's lit. That's crazy.
Manga Soga King.
That shit's spenny. That shit's worth some coin right now.
So we take those. Yeah, it's a very, very cool set. Brings along some of the Charlotte family, of course. Brings along some really interesting decks like Nami. Nami has a very interesting gimmick of trying to excavate her whole deck into the trash to win the game.
Yep.
Ace Leader is really cool. Brings along Rob Lucci in the CP9 deck.
Yep.
It's a really, really cool set. It's dope.
Awesome.
Yep.
Flame,
Also worth mentioning, it has the $100 pudding card.
Here we go.
Oh yes.
Get all
Yes,
this
sir.
guy, everyone. Fucking nerd.
I haven't picked up any packs yet. I'm going to check the store that I got my Paramount War packs from, probably within the next couple of weeks. But yeah, I'm probably gonna try to pick up some stuff, but I'm mainly collecting the JP cards. So I'm waiting for the Fit set, which I think is coming out next month, and it's I think it's based around the Revolutionary Army, and it's based around Skypiea.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be getting some cool NL cards probably.
Yeah, they did reveal a new leader, an NL leader, which looks
Yeah.
really cool.
I saw that. I wish that they would have used the meme face. That would have been awesome.
Right? Missed opportunity.
Yeah, they had a missed opportunity. But I'm not sure what they would do for the manga rare for that one.
I would want them to do the manga rare and with the meme face. That would be fucking crazy funny.
Well, the thing about this set as well is OPO5 is going to be the anniversary set.
Yeah.
So, like, it's signifying like the 1 year anniversary of the game being out in Japan.
Already a year. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
That's mad. What the hell?
It's honestly crazy. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to pick up some OP3 packs. I really mostly just want the pudding, to be honest.
Yep.
I want the pudding. Huh?
Yeah, go.
No, I was just gonna say I wanted the pudding and the alternate art leader Nami because I think it looks really nice.
Oh yeah.
I think we might have talked about it briefly, but you're just collecting, right? You're not intent because you're getting the Japanese cards. You're just collecting. There's no.
Yeah, I'm not really looking to like play them or anything like that. I'm mostly looking to just kind of collect them, not like immediately sell them. Like I'm gonna definitely keep them for a very long time.
Yeah,
and then
100%.
probably at some point in my life I'll give them away.
Knight, I remember I saw on Twitter you were jumping in a little bit. How are you still in the TCG boat or where's your head at?
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten anything recently, but I don't know. I'm debating because I found out that there is like people that play the game around me, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to jump in yet. But we'll see.
He been ducking me. We were supposed to 1v1.
Yikes.
Is TCG something that you've been involved with in the past, or like you'd want to get involved with, or like where are you at with that?
Super, super casually, I play
Right.
Digimon. Like, I
Okay.
don't own any cards. I just borrow. Like my
Right.
friend should. He'll just like,
Yep.
oh, here, try this deck, and I'm like,
Mm.
okay. And I don't know. I know enough of the mechanics, but I don't know. It's weird because I don't know. I'm not used to having to like I read, but I'm not used to like reading like all this shit. I have to like
You play
when I
Treasure
play a
Cruise.
card, I
You
have to
know.
read it.
You can read,
Yeah,
man.
it's like
Come on.
never read. Just ask the YouTuber. But I don't have any YouTubers to ask.
So like,
But
yeah. Go.
Oh, I was just because there's like so many shits you have to like keep in mind, like ability when you play it or end a turn or start a turn, and I have to like, oh shit, I have to read this.
And minus
shit
the
every
cost of
time.
your card. How the fuck am I meant to remember what the cost is now? Like, you know.
No,
Like,
they do stuff for that.
yeah. Like I was like watching some friends play it. Like we went to like a convention last weekend. And I was watching some friends play, and fuck me, just went over my head. Like obviously I wasn't like too engaged, but they're just like zoom, 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 and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like this is insane. And I blame them for not explaining shit. Like they were trying to sell me on the game and they weren't explaining nothing. So fuck y'all. So I'm definitely not playing anymore. But like I was watching somebody run through like the Nami Mill deck, and that just fucking boggled my head. Like I was so confused as like you play this, you -2, then you put them back, then you do this, then you do a flip, and you're like, all right, cool, I win. Like you know,
literally solitaire.
like it looked like it though. Like, and I guess like my mentality has always been like, if you like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. And I think we've talked about this in the past, but if you deck out in a lot of card games, you actually lose, or
True.
like you. Like so, that felt a bit weird seeing you actively wanting to like remove cards from your deck. So like, that was a bit interesting.
Yeah.
But it was cool watching them play. Like you know, like for the most part, and like seeing how like popular it's become in like the Western world, and like how much people are super involved in it, and like because we have a big community here in like where I live, which is like really good.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're always like constantly like at the card shop playing, and they're always in calls like you know theorizing decks and like figuring things out. Like I think it's really good that like the One Piece card game has seemingly like you know is so like well beloved by a lot of people, and it's I mean to be fair, it's still dominated by the Southeast Asians because they're like fucking kings at all the card games. So like they do it for a living, you know. But it's really interesting to watch it from afar.
It's good as well because the first 2 English sets have been really hard to get a hold of product, but it definitely seems like set 3 is not fixed it entirely, but it definitely seems like set 3 is a lot easier to pick up product at least, so it's a bit more accessible.
No, that's good. I think that obviously like you know they've found out what their demand is and they're trying to meet with supply now, which is
that's
positive.
part of the reason why people like literally weren't playing was because like you know, people
couldn't get the cards,
play, but if they can't get the cards, they can't play.
In that sense of availability wise, do you mean like online or do you mean like in stores and shit? No, I'm saying like you said that set 3 seems like a lot more available. I'm saying, did you notice that like in general or like in stores?
Yeah, that was just generally speaking because a lot of the prices of the boxes and the prices of the cards are not as expensive as set 2 and set 1.
Okay.
So it's more accessible for players at the moment because like basically like a week or 2 after set 2 came out, like the boxes were like $200 plus.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Whereas like now, I think that they're nowhere near that.
Yeah, you're right. I just went on TCG. You could buy a box for like 100, 125.
Yeah, okay, that's really positive. That's really positive then. Like accessibility is like the most important factor I think of a card game. But then again, like I guess you have like the turbo nerds that are like, oh, my Manga rare Shanks is going to go down in price because you know there's more packs available or something like that. So like. I guess it really depends on like if are you really gonna I guess obviously they're not gonna be catering to an audience that's attempting to like resell and make money off the cards are going to be catering to the audience that actually wants to play, I suppose. But
yeah,
I think it's really positive. I think the One Piece card games, I think, in a really good place. I remember I was really apprehensive. When it first was announced and stuff. I remember I was talking to you, Todd. I was like, I don't know if it's going to work. Like, you know, like, can a card game really survive like in this kind of like climate, I suppose? And like, you know, it seems like it's doing really well right now. And I guess it's like ode to Bandai. I know you'd never hear me say that in this world, but like, you know, I think they're clearly doing a really good job with the card game to promote it and to push it and to have product available for people. So that's super positive on their behalf.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they're doing a pretty good job with the game, and I'm looking forward to seeing like what more they're going to do. Like, they've already revealed some interesting promo cards coming out for around set 5, including the spoiler character,
the Donnie, the guy.
Yeah, the dude.
I'm
sad. Really cool,
do you guys very quick side note? Do you guys know at Anime Expo, the big border in the front of the building? They had the big spoiler on it.
That's so funny. That's so I love that. I love that. I love that. Go off. Do your thing,
That is
man.
hilarious.
That's great.
They're crazy for that.
I want to ask just briefly, just to finish off the TCG chat. 2 questions. Todd, have you been competing? Have you been playing the One Piece card game?
I haven't been going to like locals or anything, but there's a regionals that's happening tomorrow that I'll be playing
You'll be
in.
attending? Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, it's an online regionals though, so I don't have to go anywhere.
That's all right.
But yeah, I'll be competing in that. It'll be the first. I think it's the first tournament in Australia that is with the new set. So we'll see how things go.
Interesting. That'd be cool. And then next question: have you guys seen? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I've just seen it. That Lord of the Rings, the 1-of-1 PSA 9. How funny that is to me that it isn't even like a perfect card. Like, you know, it's a 1-of-1 and it's not even a 10-10. Like, that's so, like, I don't know why that's so funny to me, but that must suck. Like, you must be, I mean, to be fair, like, that's a 1-of-1 card. That's gonna be just uber expensive, but
yeah, at the end of the day, the grade literally doesn't matter because
it's a 1-of-1
because there's only one.
But I honestly, if I had the card, I probably wouldn't, like, I'd get it encapsulated, but I wouldn't put a grade on it. Like, more just like authenticate the card and put it in a slab. Because you can do that. You can just like get the card confirmed to be authentic and then put it in the plastic case, and it doesn't have a grade attached to it. That's probably what I would have done because it is a 1-of-1, so the grade doesn't matter.
Yeah. Do you know like demoralizing it would be for people that still have product to open? Going on Twitter and seeing that the card has been pulled.
There's at least something forward to, I guess, because there are other cards that are limited numbered in like serialized cards in the set. There's like I think there's like 4 or 5 cards that are like limited to like 100 or 500 or something.
Right. Okay.
Still.
Okay.
So it's not the end of the world, and those cards are still worth like well over $1,000 plus.
Jesus Christ.
You know, there's still stuff to look forward to.
Listen, man, if I had that 1-of-1 card, I'm getting the bag. Fuck that.
I'm selling it. I don't care if it goes up in price afterwards. I'm selling it. Who wants to buy it? That's fuck me, man. That's so much money. Who's got $2 million to just spend like that though, man? That's crazy.
$2 million USD, by the way.
That's crazy, man. How you got $2 million? Who got $2 million? Put your hand up. Like, that's crazy, man. I don't know about that. No, I'd sell it in a heartbeat. I don't care.
Yep.
I'll just store it for like a year and then start.
That's like that's like unlimited treasure cruise pulls, right?
Yo, no, that's like a week, maybe a week and a half, mate.
2 banners.
Yeah, 2 banners maybe if I'm feeling lucky. I don't know. We'll see how we go with that one. Love to see it. No, I think you know, One Piece card game's in a good place. I think it's super positive, and I mean, I'm excited to see what they do with like the anniversary stuff, because like you're saying, like a lot of the promos that they're showing right now seem super interesting. Like they just look really cool. I think that's always a big positive there. All right. Well, I'm just gonna this is the elephant in the room here, which I forgot that this happened, but the Nintendo Direct occurred. I thought we talked about it already, but we didn't talk about it. We talked about like the Summer Games Fest or whatever it was. I thought we talked about the Nintendo Direct, but it wasn't this.
Oh,
but
man, that was so bad. Well, it was good. Anyways, we'll get to it.
It was good for me.
Yeah, I'm king shit. I'm happy days. But you're a Knight. You playing Detective Pikachu?
Oh yeah,
I'll take a Pikachu. Yep.
Hey, yo.
take a peek at Flame's tattoo. With the inspiration for it. Okay, moving on swiftly.
Happy's
So
out
like,
of pocket.
I think we're like, you can't say me. Flame Lou talking about fucking cock on his back was the inspiration for his tattoo. So I don't know what you're talking about. Me being out of pocket, man. The headliners for the Nintendo Direct were as follows. We have Super Mario Bros. Wonder. How do you guys feel about that? I don't know why I would start off with that cadence as if I was going to read them all, and I stopped. That was crazy.
I will say the art style for Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Mario's
love
an
the look of the
elephant.
game.
He's a large elephant.
Yeah,
I think this is the first, I think, mainline Mario game that Daisy's playable.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that makes
like
makes
the
sense.
Super Mario, like the Super Mario.
The
Bros.
Super Mario
games.
games. Yep, you're right.
Yeah,
I think you're right with that one. Yep. This will be cool if it has online functionality.
True.
I hope it
true
does. Because that'd be sick. To play it online will be crazy. Even though the netcode will be absolute poo.
I just can't wait until Nintendo give us a new console because the Switch is dog shit.
But it plays
That's all I'm
like
saying.
Tears of the Kingdom though. You know, there's like this
Somehow.
do you know how crazy it is? Like we got Pokemon. Pokemon looks like absolute shite. And then you also have Tears of the Kingdom. Who's making these games?
Yeah, but then if they had a better console, you could play Tears of the Kingdom at 60 FPS.
Hey, okay. Let's play it on your PC, man.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like no shade on that game because it's amazing, but like we can't be comparing like these games to like these crazy like other games that are coming out.
But
like,
the story, Flame, the story, dude.
Bro, my
story,
Switch is like
dude.
exploding. My Switch is fucking crying in the corner playing these games.
You play your damn Switch too much, man. That's why.
They really do need to like upgrade something. Like it's been like 6 or 7 years already.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
2017.
Oh yeah, bro. But the OLED though, yes.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
bigger screen for a shittier docked gameplay. Let's
So
go.
you can see the frames. Those 30 frames even better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
let's
see the
go.
pixels in the Pokemon games. No, but in all honesty, I haven't even finished Pokemon, man. That's how much I just like.
Me neither.
How much I don't care, right? But like this Mario game looking busted. Like I might have to pick this game up. This game looks fun. This game actually looks fun as hell. I love the 2D Mario games like a lot.
Yeah,
And I think this game looks fun as, you know. And I hope if it has online functionality as well, like I reckon that'd be pretty lit. All right, Flame, do your thing, man. Super Mario RPG, let's fucking Gino, baby. He's back, baby.
First of all, I have to say massive L to Knight.
Yeah, that's
Because
crazy.
Knight. If you guys didn't know, Knight is the biggest Gino hater.
How you hating on
Yes,
Gino?
sir.
Gino's the best character.
Fuck him.
Hey, why?
It was the biggest fuck you tonight, so it was the greatest thing ever.
That's a good day in my books, then, bud. That's a good day in my books. Then.
But yeah, dude, I'm so excited. Like if you guys haven't played it, this game's written by I don't know if it was written, but it was produced by Square. So it's not like a Nintendo game.
No.
So it actually has like a really cool story, really cool turn-based elements.
It's sick. It's so sick.
It's a sick game. If you've never played it, it's definitely worth playing. It's a very long game. Challenging everything.
Go watch Chugga Conroy's fucking
hell yeah.
Chugga Conroy's like playthrough of this. It's like he probably made that shit in like 2013. It's probably crusty as hell. But like Super Mario RPG is actually like a sick game. It is actually a sick game. So I'm super gassed. Will I play it? I don't fucking know. But like it looks fucking awesome.
Why don't you play? I don't even play.
I'll
play it.
Yeah, do play it. You record it, man. It's time.
I'm coming back.
Let's go. Flame back to content. Let's go. No, I'm excited. Again, like this is a cool, and this now gives me hope that like Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars will get a remake at some point too. Like it's a good game. I'm so excited to. I'm gonna main Gino. Fuck Knight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and also on that fuck Stump piece of shit. Pikmin 4.
Jesus.
Any Pikmins?
Nah, I can't.
It looks good. It just looks like a good game. I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. People that enjoy Pikmin 4 is gonna be lit, I reckon. I don't think I'll play it, but like I know like Pikmin games are always like really good, like real-time strategy games, and it's just a fun experience, fun little puzzle elements to it too. Like it seems really enjoyable. And then on that you have Pikmin 1 and 2 are now coming to the Switch. So again, same thing. Pikmin enjoys eating good. I memed on it, but Detective Pikachu, any interest at all? Anything?
Dude, that game looks like a DS game.
It actually does. It looks shit. It looks shit.
That game looks crazy.
I just can't get over the voice of Pikachu. Like, why out of all like voices to pick, why would you pick that? I don't know. It just doesn't fit. It just looks weird, man. It's like Danny DeVito in a Pikachu outfit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It just looks shit. It looks so bad. Again, Pokemon is down bad, man. Like, Super Mario Bros. Wonder looks like fucking... I know it's like less on the screen, but it just looks gorgeous. Same as Super Mario RPG. And they have this shitbag Pokemon game, and it looks fucking trash. It looks so bad.
They know that they can get away with it.
Pokemon sells.
That's a dumb shit. I hate
Pokemon
it.
sells. Pokemon sells, man. They're bad. Their wallet is heavy. And then the final thing from the website headlines is WarioWare Move It. Any WarioWare fans? Any of you guys played any WarioWare games before?
I've never played it.
I played one of the WarioWare games on the Wii.
Yeah.
They're very weird, but they're fun.
Yeah, it's super unique. Like it's super duper unique. They like it's fun, like, but like I couldn't imagine myself personally sitting there and like playing this for like 10 hours. You know what I mean? Like I could maybe like if you had the right group of people and it was like people were like, oh, let's have a couple drinks, you're playing this game, and you're like in that kind of an environment, sure, I could definitely see it. But otherwise I don't I don't know. Like it's good for some people like that, like WarioWare enjoys Rise Up, but otherwise like whatever, man. I'm not fussed. That's like all the headliner stuff. Oh, sorry. Pokemon DLC.
Let's go.
Bro, I literally could not give a single solitary fuck about the Pokemon DLC. It looks so bad.
It looks like shit. Knight, speak on it, man. How you feeling about this? Is this a dub for you?
Go.
How you feeling, bud?
Yeah, we're Wing. Drop it in chat, baby.
Let's go, baby. W's in chat, baby. Pokemon, baby.
Baby.
I don't know. I still think they should have fucking released DLC for Legends Arceus, man. That was an L. That was a big L. That game, Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game to come out in the last like fucking 5 years. Easily.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Easily.
As much as I would love for it to happen, I know it's not going to happen, but I would love if like the Pokemon games and DLCs just had more development time put into them. Like literally just take a break 1 year, bro. Just develop better games.
I think
Imagine.
I think the DLC is made while they're developing the game. I mean, obviously, sorry. Like it just like there's no way that these are bro, we knew about these Pokemon, like the leaks had been out for these mons. We knew about this Turtle Ass mon for ages, so like I think Pokemon needs to like take some time off, have like a holiday, little vacation, come back when you bring out the next Legends like Arceus style game. That's what I'm saying. That game was good. That's a good Pokemon game. Everything else, trash. Get it out of here.
You know what they should do? They should just, instead of dropping a game, they should just release the old games on the emulator on the
I've been
Switch.
waiting for that.
That's what they should do.
But like,
what they really need to do is go into VR.
Hey,
real
Nintendo VR.
Yeah, Speak Me Simulator. Like she like gets
Yo,
What the? Holy!
I was letting him cook. We let him cook for too long. Jesus Christ!
No. Let me keep on going.
Okay, you keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Take your spotlight, King. Do your thing, man.
Did I got that with Cynthia or not?
No, that's what I'm saying. The game is with Cynthia.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
She's
Cut off.
yeah. She's spanking you. That's the whole point of the game.
Are you wearing like VR pants or whatever, so you feel it too or some shit? Bro, we all know, man. You put a VR on that Nintendo Switch, both shits are fucking exploding. There's no way that Switch handles
true.
any sort of VR, dude.
You don't even gotta plug that shit in. You put it next to it, it's over.
Bro, you remember the 3D? Bro, they stopped using the 3D feature in the 3DS because it would overheat. Like, you know.
God.
Yeah, that's true. That is
They
true.
literally stopped using the 3DS. Like slider just did nothing. It just did nothing.
Yeah,
for like
they
5
literally
years.
just were developing games without the 3D functionality.
Because like they're like, this is dumb. This is stupid.
Yeah.
Sonic Superstars, new Sonic game. Any interest?
Bro, like it looks really nice, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm so tired of them re-releasing the same Sonic game like every 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, Green Hill Zone. Green Hill
can't
Zone, dude.
take it.
Yeah.
I'm like, the next time I see it, I'm gonna scream. Like, I can't take it.
Dude, I love Green Hill Zone. Again, dude. Oh, dude, you go through the loop-de-loop. Nice, dude. Yeah, awesome, dude.
They should remake the Sonic Adventure series. That's what they should remake.
They should just stop making Sonic games.
No.
Damn.
No.
man said no, but also said, I'm gonna scream if I see Green Hill Zone again. Bro, you your own worst enemy. You your own worst enemy.
I want something new, man.
What was that Sonic game that came out like last year? The one in like the IRL like open world
Frontiers.
Sonic? Yeah, I never played that one. Like, what was the feedback on that game?
I didn't play it either, but that game has a badass soundtrack.
Oh,
yeah, Sonic,
okay.
bro. Sonic's soundtrack's crazy. I love them all.
Right?
Yeah, it was empty. No, sorry, it was an open zone game. I don't know if you guys seen the Donkey video on it. It's an open zone game. Not open world. It's open zone.
That's why it's on. That's why it's on the Switch. It can handle it.
Yeah. So you can handle it. It can handle it. Yeah, nice. Flame Persona 5 Tactica. You in?
I'm in, but it's like, bro.
But like, as soon as the bug comes out, it's over. It's a wrap.
Like, first of all, they have to stop making Persona 5 games. Like, this is ridiculous.
Make Persona 6, man. What are you doing?
Second of all, like, are they serious? Day one DLC for the characters that are in Royal? Like, they couldn't just put them in the fucking game. Like, you gotta drop day one DLC. Like,
get your money up, get your funny up.
Like, I love Atlas, but they're a horrible company.
Hey,
milking that cow.
But that's what I mean. Like it's like the Pokemon Company International. They're just like, we keep making the same shit. It's fine. We're making guap. These guys like, hey, you'll keep drawing hentai of fucking Persona 5. We're gonna keep making it. That's as long as the money flowing, we're in, baby. Like it's easy money. Just Dance night. You in this year, 2024? We're going in this year.
Yeah,
Just
man.
Dance. That's fucking good. About time, dude. Splatoon 3 DLC? Anyone? No? Okay, cool.
Oh, let's fucking go. I'm about to splat.
Hey, yo.
You don't want to catch me squirting out there.
Hey, okay. Yes. This podcast actually, I'm changing. I had a title for this episode. I'm changing it now. This is out of pocket. It's out of pocket right now. Mario Rabbids. Anyone actually play the Mario Rabbids game? Mario plus Rabbids games?
I would rather shit in my hand and clap than play that game.
Bro, I've never met someone that played that game unironically. Like,
I played. Look, man, I played. Any of y'all played XCOM?
Yeah.
Nah, I know what it is though.
XCOM's a good game. This is not a good game.
Wait, so you played Mario and Rabbids?
No, fuck no. I played XCOM.
Oh.
I played XCOM, baby. XCOM good. This game poo, man.
Like I don't understand what is the purpose of it? Why is it a thing? Like I don't get it.
Who made Rabbids? Is it Square Enix?
Aren't they from the Rayman games?
They are from the Rayman games. I think Rayman is owned by Square Enix actually. I think so. They just have a contract, 5-10 year contract that we gotta fucking keep making games together. It's like you get signed to a label. You gotta make 3 hours.
Rayman is Ubisoft.
You know what it was probably?
Right, yeah.
That was probably their entry to get their games on Nintendo systems. So they signed like this lifelong deal that they have to make Mario games.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then I guess the last thing of note here is the Mario Kart 8 DLC pack. How you feeling about that one, Todd?
bro.
Just make a new game,
bro. I can't get over how every fucking Nintendo conference or whatever they show Mario Kart 8 DLC.
You're like, here we go,
It's
Mario Kart
crazy.
9, it's coming. It's
it hurts me every time.
Bro, do you remember when they announced the like that season pass thing for it? Bro, they showed like 3 years worth of
3 years
maps.
worth of
Yeah.
maps. Yeah, that's crazy. That's bro, that's crazy how like they paid developers to do that instead of paying them to make a new game. Like that's
It's bad
fucked
too,
up.
because like the new tracks that they make are really bad. They feel like soulless. They're just terrible maps.
Yeah, they're just pumped out.
Oh, it's bad.
Here's an idea: Mario Kart Switch, and you can switch what you're driving in the middle of the map.
Okay. I see.
Switch off the console.
That's
Sounds bad to me.
crazy. Okay. Yeah, that's about it for the direct. I think it was like a weaker direct, but then they saved it with fucking RPG and Mario Bros. Wonder. Like,
Oh,
I'm looking-
Yeah,
I'm looking
RPG
forward
was
to
the
them.
biggest one.
RPG
That
is
was
sick.
crazy.
Gino
so
fans
pleased
rise
about it.
up. Knight, hold that
Yeah,
respectfully.
fuck you, Knight.
Yeah, fuck
Knight.
you, Knight. That's crazy, old me. But you go back to fucking
Todd,
playing.
you hate Gino, right?
Oh man, I didn't even know who he is.
Let's
Yeah.
go. He knows his name.
Yeah, it
Garbo.
doesn't mean I don't like him. I don't know.
No, go look up
Yeah,
Gino.
yeah,
Go look up Gino right now.
exactly.
Go look up Gino right now. You tell me if you
Exactly.
like him, or you don't like him. I need to know.
Gino Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm tense.
He looks like a demented Pinocchio.
Yeah,
Let's go.
he's a
Talk
doll.
to him. Let him know. Let him know.
Yeah,
That boy
he's a
clown.
doll.
He ain't a real boy. He ain't
He
a real
ain't-
boy.
he ain't a
he,
real
he is
boy.
real. He is real. He's back, boy. Hold that.
He's alive. He's
Hold that.
alive.
Nah, he's
Hold
what
that.
old girl saw on that plane.
Hold that. Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah, that's wild.
Nah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, dude. We're gonna move on. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here, man. God damn. That's crazy. All right.
Not
No,
yo, what did
Look
you
what Todd
what,
posted. That's crazy. Yeah, that's not my
That guy built like you.
Hey, that's crazy.
Yo,
He's built like
that's,
you.
That's crazy.
that's nice.
That's crazy.
That's you.
That's nice.
Hey, what convention you going to, man? That's you.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
That's you.
Let's go, baby.
That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, people are, the best part about it, listeners aren't even know what the hell that image is. That's the best part. And they ain't ever gonna find out.
Oh man.
Okay, moving on. We got the quarterly rankings of Gacha and mobile games in Japan from April 1st to June 30th. And for those that are confused why it's April 1st, it's because the fiscal year of Japan ends on March 31st. There you go. Some little tidbit of knowledge for you there. End of financial year is the 31st of March for Japan, which is a fucking stupid time to do it, by the way, just FYI. But anyway, we had things of note. Fate Grand Order ranked second, still fucking printing money.
Ooh.
Don't say let's go. What are you gassed for? Like, fuck off.
Bro, I didn't even say that. I just said, ooh.
I least said let's go. I was heated there for a second. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you
Yo, why are
saying?
you so aggressive, bro?
I was like, bro, don't be cheering that shit on. I mean, we've got one horse in this race, and they came 34th. Treasure Cruise came 30 fucking 4th. That's crazy.
Yeah, it didn't have any actual numbers attached to it though, right? It
No,
was just,
I don't.
like,
Yeah,
a
I don't like
ranking.
that. But
Yeah.
so yeah,
It'd be interesting to see like the actual value difference between
Yes, yeah.
games between each other, but still 34th, yeah.
Honkai Star Rail, Honkai Shit Rail came 4th. Gen
Hey, yo.
Shit Pack came 9th. Heaven Burns Red, never heard of that. Came 17th. What the fuck is Heaven Burns Red?
Well, what was number one?
Monster Strike. The thing we were talking
Let's
about.
go,
before.
baby.
Oh shit.
Heaven Burns. Oh, it's a waifu game. Hey, that fucking one of the screenshots. She's in bed. Hold on, I'm back in.
Hold
baby.
up, I'm checking this
Oh,
out.
hey, download that shit right now.
Pass that.
Hey, download that shit
No.
right. Oh no, she's dying in bed. She's dying in bed. All right, I'm back out. I'm
Oh,
back
shit.
out. I'm back out. I'm back out.
Nah, wait, for real. What's it
That's
called?
fine for me.
Heaven Burns Red. You actually might like it, Flame. Yeah, this
Let me
is
see.
a Flame game. Dude, Danmachi
Yeah.
still exists. It's on its 6th anniversary. This game's still around. What the rock?
Yes, sir.
Oh, this game, Memento Mori.
Bro, the advertising unit that came out when I played. Fucking Sanjuno Haruhime, bro. She was fucking goated.
Bro, that game has like that game has like 7 characters. It's the same thing.
It's funny because
Yes, sir.
it's funny because you're not wrong. Puzzles and Dragons actually came 5th, which is fucking crazy. Okay, sorry, top 5. Monster Strike, Fate Grand Order, Uma Musume, aka the Gacha killer that beats everything out every time in
The
rankings.
horse one, right?
Honkai
Yep.
Star Rail, Puzzles and Dragons, Professional Baseball, Spirits A,
Hey.
Goddess of Victory Nikkei, Dragon Quest Walk, I don't know what that is.
It's like Pokemon Go, but for Dragon Quest.
And then you have Genshin, which is 9th, Pokemon Go's 10th, Ensemble Stars Music, some idle game, and eFootball 2023, baby.
Yo.
That came
I can't-
12th.
I can't believe Nikkei is actually ranking that high. That's pretty good.
Bro, Bounty Rush came 19th. What?
Let's go, baby.
That is actually crazy. There were people that were arguing on Twitter about that. They're like, it's like a super pay to win game. I mean, I understand that it is, but 90, that's incredibly high.
No, so Bounty Rush, it is, and it also isn't. You know what I mean? Like, they give you free to play currency where you can use that to max out characters, but if you, I think the pay to win is if you want to go to the upper echelon and be super competitive.
Yeah,
you need to have the
'cause-
maxed out units.
right. One of my friends that plays the game, he said you need 15 copies of units.
Yeah,
that's
you
some,
need
Dragon Ball Legend shit.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of copies to max out a unit completely, but I played it for about I think 9 months or so, and I felt pretty comfortable. I was never in S plus ranking and whatever. I was I think I sat around A plus and S minus or whatever, but I really enjoyed it and put no money into the game whatsoever, and I felt it was a really good experience regardless. But obviously, as you want to rank upwards, you need to put more money into the game as it goes.
Yeah.
Arc Knights came 22nd. That's crazy. I mean, I know a Blue Archive. There you go. Flame came 16th. That's for you, bud.
Okay.
Arc Knights. Shout out Flash. 22nd. I'm surprised that Arc Knights is still printing money. It's a good game, though. It's a good tower defense game.
Didn't the Shattered Fortress used to play that too?
TSF played it a bunch. Lay quit Treasure Cruise and started playing it a bunch. All these fucking turbo nerds.
Any game that got baddies is gonna print money.
That's right. Yeah, Treasure Cruise ain't doing well then. Fucking hold on. Dokkan came 27th.
Yeah.
And then Treasure Cruise came 34th.
You gotta remember as well that this is the second quarter of the year, so during the April to June period, this is where all these rankings are. So this is during Treasure Cruise's anniversary.
Yeah, that's the sad. That's the part that I want to know. To be fair, we did beat Dragon Ball Legends, so hold that, you trash bags.
I think Legends also had their anniversary during.
Yeah, exactly. Too. So fucking respectfully hold that, bud.
That's hilarious.
And then rank 50th.
Mafia City too.
Yeah, let's fucking go. No, my favorite is 50th. I want to become a powerful person behind the scenes, master of garden. Became 50th. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Fuck.
No, I was gonna say that's actually really impressive for Treasure Cruise on the Dragon Ball Legends part because I heard that Dragon Ball Legends actually had a really sick banner for
I remember,
the first time in a long time.
I remember hearing a lot of positives that came out of that anniversary period for DB Legends. So I mean it's impressive, but I'm not gonna get down this rabbit hole, but where the fuck is the money going? You know what I mean? That's my concern, right? It just seems this money's being like actually churned out for Treasure Cruise at like a really good rate, and it's just not going to anything. But I think like the
One Piece Era Cruise.
Amen. That's the new title of the game, bud.
Dessert.
I'm number 37.
Okay, hold on. What's number 37? Now I'm intrigued. Lineage W. That's not you, bud.
Yes.
That's not you.
Nah,
You don't have a W. You have an L lineage,
I'm
mate.
that guy.
Capitalize the L in lineage, mate, because that's you, mate.
Yo.
I mean, like it's interesting. I've found their website, and now I'm gonna try to like find the page that they update or whatever, and keep track of it from now on myself. But like,
Okay.
I think I mean, Monster Strike being first is like after like doing a bit of research is like no, like that's fine. Like it makes sense. Like the collaborations they have. Like I think they recently collabed with like Demon Slayer. So like easy money. Like that's free. That's literally free money. They've collabed with Bleach. They've collabed with Fate Zero and that kind of stuff.
That's
so like
cool.
it's just really like high end collabs and stuff. So it makes sense. FGO making money is obviously also makes sense as well. Like, you know, everyone loves Fate. Especially Flame does, even though I snapped it in for no reason. And then also Uma Musume. I don't know how that shit makes money, man. I don't know what the fuck. You into horse
Have you
girls?
seen the gameplay of the game?
There's Run, fucking Run.
It's so dumb.
People must just really like fucking Animorphs, man. Cause fuck me, bro. Like that's crazy. You fucking like horse girl? That's insane, mate.
Wild.
Honkai Star Rail being ranked 4th is super interesting as well. Above Genshin 2. So like that's a really, I mean, fucking they're making coin over there. They're making some good money over there. So more power to them, I suppose.
Yep.
But yeah, no real surprise that like just bringing this up was more just like an interesting, I suppose. But
Yeah.
it's
I don't know.
it's unique. It's cool that we like. Hopefully this website continues to keep putting it out, and hopefully like they add numbers to it as well. I think that'd be really interesting as well. It's a Japanese website that does it too. I guess keep in mind like these are only for Japan numbers, I'm assuming as well. So like
Yeah,
it's-
it
yeah,
is.
domestic. Okay, so like it does. That's not factoring in everything like as it should be. So I guess some things would be different then for the most part. But no, I think it's an interesting little thing to cover there. Yeah, all right.
Uma
Cool.
Musume is currently coming to Switch, PS4, and Steam.
Yo, I'm in.
Time.
I'm in, baby. Give me some horse girls. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Imagine if that Horse Girl game like got a like global app release.
I'd play
It'd
it.
be over.
I'd actually play it just to see what it's about, and then I'd
Yeah,
get addicted.
I'd give it a shot. I'd do a
You know,
full playthrough. It's
I'd
time.
do- so now I'd invest the next 9
I'll
years of my life
speedrun it.
into it.
Second channel. You know,
Toski,
full dedicated.
Toski horse Todd.
Hey, yo!
Hey, what are you ayoing there? What are you ayoing there?
You saying he's hung like a horse?
I didn't say none of that. you saying that, mate. That's crazy. That's what Flame's saying for his tattoo ID. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. We know what everyone's here for, mate. Let's chat One Piece. The One Piece anime.
One Piece.
One Piece. How you guys feeling about the anime? Henry did his
Bro,
thing. How you guys feel about the episode afterwards?
I just can't wait until they hit that episode. It's being hyped like it's like the best thing since sliced bread. So I hope
though.
it's gonna be amazing. But I mean, yeah. Speaking of Henry, shout out to Henry with the cool episode, Law versus Kid. Law Kid versus Big Mom. That was pretty cool actually. I like what they did there.
And then like the
cool
finale
scenes.
of that was really good.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah,
He's
that was
smoking
cool.
on that Big Mom pick.
That
That's
is nuts.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
How are you gonna slide that in there,
Bro, I want to know who put that impact frame in. Like, who made the impact frame? Like, you know, because that's insane. How do you slide that? How did that get in? I would assume that obviously these Japanese producers had no idea what was going on, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking crazy.
Like there's a very small part of me that doesn't like it, but the fact that you can't see it, I don't care. And
Yeah,
I find
like,
it really funny.
if it was like in your face, I'd be like, all right, now you're too far. But like the fact that it's
Yeah.
like slightly there, like if you search for it, then it's like okay, like that's
Yeah.
really neat. But that guy probably got fired anyway, so like it's fine.
Nah, dude, that dude's that I think that's Vincent. That dude would be popping off.
Bro,
That'd be
Nick,
that's
crazy.
bro,
correct.
Nick. I mean, this is different, but Nick got a slap in the wrist by saying "good, great, perfect." Shout out to those guys. That's nothing. This guy literally wrote "smoking on that Big Mom pack." Like that's crazy in the anime. Like, I don't know if it's Vincent or not. I'm just, everyone's saying it is. I don't know who did it, but I think like honestly the best part about like the Vincent ep was him tweeting afterwards and shouting out everyone that did stuff, so you could like actually see like who was in charge of like what part of animation. I think that was really cool. I enjoyed, because I think that's the hardest part, because these days you have like a lot of animators that are just like online dons. They just get picked up by like studios and they just do a couple Sakuga like pages and stuff, and then like they move on with their day, so you don't really know who it is. Like Vincent just got hella popular hella quick, because how do you fucking find that guy? You know what I mean? Like he's be online, man. You know, so like, I mean, it's I think that's cool.
A lot of people don't even know that. Like, it's not like one person just animates like one whole episode. Like, there's heaps of like moving parts.
Yeah,
heaps of people doing multiple different scenes, and then they kind of like smash them together.
I don't know,
it's a lot of work.
I would love to know how it works like behind the scenes. Like, how do you get an episode like how do you get like the King vs Zoro ep put together? You know, and you know, and like all these different animators, and how do you like, how much, like, what's their timeline look like? How much time do they have to create these episodes? Are they doing it in advance? Like, are they already animating like 5 episodes in advance, for example?
Well, I know like 10, 15. That one was in production for like half a year or something.
Shit.
What I heard. Something like that.
God.
And I think the upcoming episode with the spoiler dude has been in production for like 9 months or something.
9 months! Holy fuck.
That's what I've been hearing.
Because that's insane, though. So, like...
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
And like, people say, oh my god, this is a weekly series, this is amazing. But, I mean, it is a weekly series, but episodes don't take a week. They take a lot longer than that.
Yeah. Nah, it's cool. I think... I mean, like, the animation's crazy. I mean, like, what is it? We're getting One Piece back, what, next week, in theory? Will be the next chapter drop?
Like, beginning of the week.
Hopefully next week, yeah.
What do you think Jabroni Otto's gonna do? Do you think he's gonna come back with a bang, or is it just gonna be business as usual?
Well, I think that, you know, we haven't actually been with the Straw Hats for like over a month, I think. Like, in terms of chapters, I think it's been 4 or 5 chapters since we last saw the Straw Hats. I think it is almost time to probably go back and see what's up with them with their fight with the Seraphim and stuff like that. So I guess that's probably the number one thing we need to see. But then again, I mean, I wouldn't be upset if we went to some other part of the world with something interesting going on, because, you know, Oda's good with that kind of shit.
I agree. I like that. I think like, I mean, like, I feel like Otto's gonna come back with a bang, just because like he's been away for so long, and you know he's the GOAT, right? I think he's gonna do some crazy shit, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't mind just keeping on this Riviere stuff, you know, like it's just good content. It's good eats. It's good eats. Like, hearing like, all the backstory, everything, like, it's crazy. But again, I do agree. I think, what are the Straw Hats doing, man? What are they up to?
Yeah, because they always keep saying like the Egghead incident, something big happens at Egghead, but we don't know what that is yet. So, I mean, it could have something to do with the fact that, you know, Kizaru and one of the Gorosei is coming. One of the Blackbeard ships is going to arrive there. It could be something huge, you know? So it could be a big conglomerate of individuals. A big battle royale on Egghead.
Do you... I think we've discussed it a few times, but I mean, it's One Piece, so things never like get put to rest, I suppose. Do you like, what do you think is going to be the outcome of the Straw Hats in Egghead, if that makes sense?
I think there's going to be some sort of contraption of Vegapunk that is going to help them escape.
Okay.
That's my thinking. I think Vegapunk might die.
Oh,
I can see that happening. And then maybe his conscious is still like alive, but like the body himself is dead or something like that.
The conscious is uploaded the cloud, Elon Musk, Neuralink type shit.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg type shit.
Now hold on. We on threads or what? Who's threading right
Metaverse.
now? Who's threading right now?
Yeah, we threaded.
Pulling on that thread till it all come out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. No, I think I could see like Vegapunk dying, but at the same time, I also feel like it would be a shame for him not to go all the way back to Elbaf or wherever the hell he wants to go. Like, and then you have like the subplot of like what's Bonnie doing? Like, where's Bonnie at right now? And then you also have the subplot of like CP0, like Kaku and Lucci, like they kind of like went against their command. So what are they? What's going to occur?
Oh yeah, wait, didn't like Stussy like turn on them?
Stussy turned on them, and now Stussy's like Buckingham Stussy, you know, like now like she was OG. So like, and then you also have like Kizaru's pulling up, and Sadden's pulling up. Like
wasn't Kuma climbing the red line?
Kuma's climbing the red line.
Yeah.
I think
like a lot going on.
My tinfoil hat with Kuma though is still like Kuma's gonna like do what he did to Luffy, like take out all the pain from Luffy, but like on himself, and then just like basically suicide kamikaze and just explode the red line. Like, and then I think Mary Joie is like on top of the red line or something like that. I think is what it is, and like destroy Mary Joie. And then because the red line is destroyed, all the C's can meet in the middle and the all blue gets created. That's my tinfoil hat theory of what Kuma's going to do. Or he just fucking runs back because he's a slave boy. Who knows? And then you also have you have all these other things. Like, is Law okay? Is Kid okay? What's Shanks doing?
True.
Buggy's going for the One Piece. Like,
I hope Kid is. I hope Kid is not okay.
I hope Kid's dead.
Damn.
Fuck, you know what?
Whoa.
I hope he's dead.
I hate Kid.
If Geo from Twitter, if you're listening to this, fuck Kid. I see how I paused. See how I paused. See I didn't say a plural there, just to save myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I know Knight was ready. He was raring for that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were. I know you, bud. I think Law's fine. I think Kid might actually be Kid got to be out of it. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if Oda had killed off Kid like that. That'd be
probably
nuts.
going to reveal that luckily for Kid, he had a fishman on his crew to save him.
Don't do that. Do that.
We know for sure that Law got away though.
Law's safe. I wonder if
yes, sir.
I wonder if Blackaby got the poneglyph scribes though. That's an interesting thing for me. I don't think he did personally, but I mean that's
again,
also a factor too.
Kid,
well,
I could
that's
see
also yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because it's crazy how fast we're approaching the end game now. I mean, we are in the end game. We're literally in the final saga, but at the same
100%.
time, it's crazy how things are kind of just popping up, and we're running into just big pirates are pulling up, and Im says hello and is probably the embodiment of the devil, and Sabo got fucking one tapped by Im, which is also crazy. So I think there's still a lot to unpack, and I mean it's gonna be really interesting what path Oda decides to take in terms of the next the chapter coming up. Does he still follow Sabo Revere style and we follow Vivian Walpole to wherever they're heading to, or do we jump to the Straw Hats, or do we jump elsewhere, or what's the dealio in those kinds of regards there? So
I could definitely see Vivi joining the Straw Hats again.
I think now that she's a Will of D holder, pause. Actually, no pause on that one. She can hold my Will of D, mate. Sure. I think now that's a thing. I can more confidently say now she holds way more value. It now makes sense why Oda kept her around in so many regards and such.
Yeah.
So I can definitely see that occurring. I guess do you guys think somebody do you guys think someone like Yamato will pull back up at any point, or do you think it's a wrap? Do you think Yamato's not joining the crew?
We definitely have to go back to Wano at some point because that's where the ancient weapon is, right?
Yes, correct.
So
You'd have to
I
then.
feel like we will return there at some point, with Yamato and Momo and stuff. So I don't know when though. But that whole thing needs to be resolved still. The fact that like there's still like the original Wano down in the ocean down
Yes.
below current Wano. So like they need to resolve that. Like probably break down the mountain and then open up the original Wano. Yeah, it has to happen.
I guess there's still a lot that needs to go on per se.
Oh yeah.
So
where's my
I don't
man
know.
Eneru at?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is he gonna come back?
Sure.
I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how we go then. I mean, like, I think it's gonna be naturally it's gonna be more exciting next week, obviously, because like the chapters will be back. And like, what is next week? Is next week episode 1069 or 1070?
I think it's 1069 next. Oh, I think it's 1068 next week.
Yeah, 1068 next week.
Geez, so we're like still like 4 weeks away
Yeah.
from okay.
It's annoying.
Yeah, there's gonna be like a break or two as well. So
We've had so many anime delays.
so expect it like the last week of July, beginning of August.
So wait, so 1068 should be out like what, tomorrow then?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
And then 1069's on the 16th for us at least. 1070's on the 23rd.
I've heard on the 23rd there is no episode.
Yeah, there's a break.
What?
Yep.
That's One Piece Day. Like,
Yep.
or like it's
That's
like
kinda
that
weird.
weekend.
On One Piece Day, they're gonna have a week off of the anime. I mean, it's kind of annoying.
See, I don't believe that at all. Like, how, like, that's, like, unless they're doing it, like, unless, like, they're gonna speed up somehow. I don't know, I doubt it, but unless they're gonna speed up somehow and, like, release, like, the big thing, like I don't know. Like, I don't understand, like, how any way, shape, or form they think it's a good idea to not release anything on One Piece Day when it falls on that weekend as well. Like, it's a weekend. Like, people like, that's the right time to drop something massive or whatever it is. Or maybe, you know what, fuck it, 1 hour episode on the 23rd or some shit, and it's just everything we need.
Hey,
So
if that's what they're gonna do, if they're gonna do like an extended episode with like god tier, like movie quality animation for that episode, I am okay with them delaying it a week or whatever.
You've heard it here first. That's our prediction. It's gonna be like a long ass air. But I just don't know why you'd pause on, like, you would pause then and then resume the following week. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But
Yeah.
I mean, not us. We're not fucking calling the shots, I suppose. But no, I think next off ep will be really good because it'll have next off ep will actually be like the 6th of August, give or take.
Okay.
So like in theory we'll have everything released, bunch of chapters, big reveal, etc. etc. So like that'd be that'd probably just be a pure One Piece episode if I believe. So awesome, cool. That's it. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we jump into some questiones? Anything else fun?
Did any of you guys get fucked by the
Pause.
Twitter shit recently?
Yep.
I hate the recent Twitter
horrible.
shit. It's so annoying.
What happened? I don't recall.
The
What went
rates
on?
thing.
Oh, the rate
like
limit
the
thing. Yeah, that
rates.
was funny.
Yeah.
I got
I actually haven't had it.
You haven't had
happen
it?
to me yet.
It
No.
happened to me like in the morning, like when it started, and then I said, "All right, cool. I'm not going to use Twitter today." Okay, great. Supposedly, it was related to like they weren't paying their like bills because I think Google is the one that hosts like either the servers or hosts like the database or something like that, and they were like late
Okay.
on the payment fee, so like they had to rate limit it so they weren't consuming more data because generally like the models that they take are like a pay per use kind of thing is how it generally works. So if they limit people, then like the usage gets lower, which means it saves money. Would be my technical fucking prowess.
I have a feeling that
assumption.
eventually it'll all resolve itself and Elon will fix it.
But
It'll
then
go back to normal, but
then-
still.
Mark Zuck on Herberg, he pulled up with threads. That's interesting.
Yeah,
It's like
The competitive, yeah.
I think out of all the quote unquote Twitter killers, this one seems the most viable to actually compete with Twitter though. Like genuinely
Why do you
speaking.
think so?
I think because I think they're up to what, like 70 million, over 70 million or over like 100 million users already in like 3 days, which is in itself ridiculous. It has embedded integration with Instagram. Like that's already super positive. You can like follow people that you follow on Instagram, so you can kind of keep up with that kind of sphere if you want. At the same time, the app is still like really bare bones, but like the UI looks really, really good. I think like overall, I think it's a really interesting move from Big Zuck, because everything he's done recently has just been fucking dog shit. Like fuck the metaverse. Like this is the best thing he's done in a while. You know what I mean? As a CEO, like owner type thing, it's the best thing he's done in a very, very long time. And I think that like there will be competition, and I think that you'll see like both of these apps hopefully like start trying to improve their platforms a lot. And I think in like Threads won't have like NSFW content, and like it'll be more heavily moderated than Twitter, because Twitter's kind of still like a Wild West, whereas Threads will kind of follow the same terms of service as like Instagram already has. So I think like all in all, I can see it being a more approachable platform for people, because I think I would probably argue a lot more people are more comfortable using Instagram than they are Twitter. It's just more accessible because you know what Instagram is, you know how to like, it's pictures, you can use that, and I think Threads is kind of an extension of that. Whereas Twitter, you don't know what the fuck's going on. You have like people that have like 1.2 million followers that be tweeting out like, yeah, I'm getting a fucking snake tattoo like of a cock, you know what I mean? Like shout out Flame. Like
Bruh.
So like, you know, I think like Twitter is a much harder environment to navigate, whereas like Threads being an extension of Instagram is a much more viable environment to navigate for somebody who purely uses Instagram. It makes more logical sense for them to then use Threads as opposed to Twitter.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they've updated it yet, but I've heard at least that like right now in its current state, there's not really a good like search functionality. You could just like find users, so that's probably like the next thing that they should do.
There's no messaging on it. I don't know if that's going to be like a consistent. There's no like DMing people. Like there's no like, talking on it.
Yeah.
But then again, like the Facebook, Instagram ecosystem, like you can kind of talk to people on both platforms, but in the same place. So I wouldn't be surprised if like Threads kind of follows suit. You could talk to somebody on Threads, but also on Messenger and also on Instagram or something like that. So I could definitely see that being a thing. But I don't know. I think like this will be like the first, because wasn't there like a different one, like Hive, or like it was like some bee related one or whatever that was like supposed to come and kill it.
I think it was Hive.
There you go. And that was shite. So
it was bad, yeah.
So yeah, I could definitely see, as long as like he approaches it in the right mentality, I can see this one actually putting in a big push against Twitter. But I mean, like, it's still the same thing, right? Like, I'm still going to use Twitter. Like, Twitter is just such a convenient thing. Everyone's there. You're like, it's a much like more convenient environment. Like, bro, I'm getting like notifications like some person I haven't talked to in 4 years is following me on Threads, and I'm just like, who the fuck are you? And that's because we followed each other on Instagram like 6 years ago. And you can just like, when you make an account, you can just say like, oh, follow everyone I follow on Instagram on Threads. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
So, and I think also the problem with Threads right now is that it doesn't have, it doesn't follow like for example, if you've blocked or muted someone on Instagram, it doesn't follow retroactively into Threads.
Okay.
So like, and I think that's petty, but it's a problem because maybe you've you've been harassed by someone, or you actively don't want someone to see what you're doing. Like the fact that they're able to like follow you on Threads, and that notification will pop up, and you'll see, and like that might trigger things for certain people. I know it will for me. I have a few people that I definitely don't want to see, see that notification pop up for. So like that's also like a thing that probably needs to be thought of as well. So I don't know. I think it's like obviously it's still in its infancy, but it's interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see what occurs here, and I don't think Twitter's going anywhere. It's like the same thing where it's like, oh, fucking Kick and Rumble and fucking YouTube are gonna kill Twitch. It's like, nah, man. Twitch is a shit company, but like it's still the platform to be on. So like it's the same conversation we had like a while ago of like switching over and this and that. It's like if your audience is on Twitter, you're gonna stick on Twitter. Like, you're not gonna be transitioning over unless your audience is comfortable moving over, So like, yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting. All right, cool. That was Poppy's fucking technical jargon corner. Nice. But if that's it for everything, we'll go from that into our shoutouts. Well, hey, as per usual, if you want to support the show, you can do so by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, and you can also comment. Knight, what are they commenting today?
They are commenting pickled spaghetti.
Pickled spaghetti. That sounds fucking horrific. That sounds so
no thanks.
Comment pickle spaghetti if you made it this far into the episode. We do greatly appreciate it. But if you also want to support us financially, plenty of different tiers, get the episodes early, priority questions, you can do so by hitting that join button. And I want to give a shout out to our GGP producers of TheLordShiro and Alexander Wisniewski, our perfect member of Bryan, Kisa, McDermott, our great members of MyDrunkenMoneky, Cswins, and Kataki Bonji, and our good members of Ryoiin O'Leary, Stump D, Gacha, Raider Halo, Dr. E Recshin, Wankafella, and Mike Schallo. Awesome. Thank you guys for supporting. We do greatly appreciate it. And from everyone's favorite section into the shoutouts, into everyone's actual favorite section, it is the Q&A.
The Q&A.
Let's go.
As per usual, if you have any questions, feel free to send them through to us at GGP Podcast on Twitter or via our YouTube community tab. First question comes in from BBJ077, and he asks, I'll be in Canada for a few days. How do I not turn into a peanut butter burger eating psycho?
Bro.
Call out to Cody
That's
one
crazy.
time. It's hard. Hold that, Cody. Ideally, you have to try it. I think like every listener of GGP, if you have a peanut butter burger in your vicinity, you have to try it. I think that's the decree of being a GGP consumer, in my opinion. So if you're in Canada, please try it, and then please get back to us on how it was. Or I guess just message Cody and link up. Go see the baby. Go have a peanut butter burger with him. I don't know. Vibe out. Have some fun. Cool. Next question from @obsidian_steed_. He asks, the dub episode 1000 for One Piece dropped on the 2nd of July, with sub being not too far from the manga and dub slowly catching up. Will we see One Piece in simul dub at some point? If so, do you think it is possible that we'll all discover the One Piece at the same time? Do you think the sub and the dub will be on the same timeline?
I think that's what they're trying to do, because the dub has been going absolutely
They've
ham.
Been crazy fucking pace.
Cranking it out.
Pause. The fact that the dub is already past episode 1000 or up to episode 1000 is insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I forgot, and then one day I saw on Twitter, I was like, oh, episode 1000 out for the dub. I was like, huh? So you said what now?
The other thing is we're not gonna all reach the One Piece at the same time, because the manga's gonna be ahead.
Manga readers rise up, pussy boys.
That's the thing is,
sir.
we're all living in this time period now where we still don't know what the One Piece is, but once the series concludes, it's like when you start, if you're just starting One Piece, it's like you're gonna know what the treasure is.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's just not the same.
No, I think it's actually a really good point. Because there's no awe, there's no wonder, there's no what could it actually possibly be? Once it's out, it's out. It's like, it's like Naruto. It's like, yeah, he becomes Hokage, cool, man. You know, like if you're consuming it now, so you know what's gonna happen, and especially like when the manga like chapter drops, like the last one, and we know it's the last one, and Otis said, "Hey, this is the last chapter," like it's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna be literally impossible to avoid for months, if not years. You know, so unless you're just off social media completely, and even then, somebody's just gonna tell you. You're gonna hear it in passing. You're gonna see it on like, you know, like the AX that year is gonna have like the One Piece, whatever it is. This is gonna be on the banner out the front or whatever. Like, so I do actually agree with you. The nostalgia.
It's just like when you're starting watching One Piece. It's like it's really hard to dodge the spoiler of Ace dying.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
it'll be almost the same kind of thing. Yeah,
those big moments are like everywhere. They get memed to oblivion, and you might, you know, your curiosity might take over, and you're like, oh, what is this about? Oh, okay. I also remember my first introduction to One Piece was my friend showing me Ace's death. That was great.
Oh my god.
He full
really?
showed me that moment, and I was like, dude, that's kind of sad. And I didn't think about it. And then I remember when I was approaching the episode where it happened, like the flashback in my brain hit, and I was like, I know what's happening. I was like, I know what's gonna affect that. And then the other one was Zoro taking all of Luffy's pain, because he's like, yeah, this is a sick moment. And the music that was playing, I was like, oh, okay, it's actually really cool. And then when it happened, I was like, yeah, this is still really cool. So I was like, those are my two introduction moments. So I do agree, like, it's going to be impossible to avoid those kinds of spoilers. But I do think that we'll get to a simulcast at some point. I think that that's extremely plausible. I think it looks like
that's what they want to do.
Yeah. So I think that's definitely going to occur. All right, next question. At MonkeyIndo9341, they ask, why do people act like One Piece power scaling is so detail oriented when it really isn't? People don't realize that there is a level of physically strong people, stronger than most, but with different and unique battle skills that have advantages over others, which doesn't sound too crazy, but people always take it the wrong way when watching One Piece. I think if you power scale, you got a small dick. On God. That's it.
Power scaling, it's so toxic.
Yeah, like if you sit there on Twitter, any Twitter is the fucking bane of my existence. It is so shit. It is so if you're sitting there on any Twitter being like, I actually think that Prime Zoro could actually beat Rayleigh in a fight right now, like, kill yourself. I don't fucking care. Just please, like, we don't want you around. We don't. People just. We can both. Why can't we all sit in harmony and say, you know what, Rayleigh's really cool, Zoro's really cool, Pog. Like, move on with your day. Like, power scaling is so
it really
cringe.
that big of a deal? Like, come on.
I actually think Goku could beat Naruto. I don't care. They don't exist in the same universe. Fuck off. Like, and so you can't compare things that aren't in the same realm. You just can't do it. Like, you just literally physics does not allow you to. Like, you just can't do it. You can't compare.
Actually,
here we
Oda and Hiro Mashima, they made a collab manga.
Oh yeah, did you not see that Naruto and Luffy were in the same ramen shop together when Naruto ended? Therefore, shut up, kill yourself, please. I don't want to hear this shit, man. Like, I get what you're saying. Like, I get, like, there are characters that are just genuinely physically stronger and have, like, higher battle IQ and stuff, but it's a fucking fictional show. Like, bro, Oda could one day just say, you know what? Fuck you. Buggy can kill everyone for fun. Just that's it. That's his ability. He can just choose to kill everyone. It's cause it's fiction. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing about it. Like, it's a fictional fucking show. Like, you can't compare. It's not comparing apples to oranges, man. God damn. I hate anti-Twitter. I fucking hate Twitter so much, bro. It's so cringe. But then all these accounts have such mad follower numbers too. Like, it's crazy. I don't know how they fucking do it. Like, what are you following and fucking an Twitter account for? So they can say, like, they can do the old tweet where it's like One Piece, then it's like greater than Arrow, then it's like Naruto. It's like, bro,
I hate.
Shut up. Kill yourself, please. Like, do the world a favor. Like, save the tree, save the oxygen. End it all. I don't want you around, bud.
Yikes.
That includes Flame. Pause. At Wankafella. Bro, the way I can't be asked, man. I'm telling your kids one day that you wrote this. Hey, fellow wankers. That's fucking crazy.
Hey, yo.
That's fucking crazy. I'm telling your children this one day, man.
Oh my god, dude.
Here's your joke of the day. How was Big Mom able to bag so many baby daddies? Because word on the One Piece streets is that she can suck the life juices out of you like no other. Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
I hated that. I hated reading all. I feel gross now. I feel so disgusting as a person right now.
Oh man,
That was
feel good.
that was horrific. Whoa! And then the next line after that's crazy. But seriously, are there that many guys in One Piece that like that BBW?
I think so.
Man.
All right, this is the last.
I mean, Alvida.
Kabaji laying that Alvida pipe, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
To be fair though, like Big Mom probably is like what the strongest and like because she is like
The most
an emperor,
prominent.
she's probably the most wealthiest female pirate out there.
I think also like Big Mom had like a mission. She didn't fucking care who it was. She just wanted to have one of everything. You know what I mean? Like she was on that fucking collector shit. So like,
Yeah.
nah, I hate her in all of that. On the OPTC side of things, why is PKA so bad? I personally find it boring, but I also find Grand Party fun and exciting, especially when you win a match with 1 second to go. And as a bonus, I feel like an overachiever now when I win more than 12 matches. Grand Party better than PKA. Thoughts? Grand Party this season, fucking incredible. I love the idea of 12 wins. 12 wins in 15 matches is genius. Continue that. That's great. Having the leeway to lose 3 times is incredible. Like, it just is good. You know what I mean?
Everyone loved it.
It was fun. I actually enjoyed PKA because I was like, if I lose, I still have leeway to, to go and win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still have leeway. I still have an opportunity to get 12 wins regardless. Roger still dominated as per usual, so easy money on that front.
I actually tried out the Shanks Buggy versus
How did that
Roger.
go? How did that go?
So it works pretty well.
Right.
The thing is I do feel like it is risky using Shanks Buggy because if you're using Shanks Buggy, it means you need to build a slasher team. And if you're building a slasher team with Shanks Buggy, it's not the defensive focused slasher team.
Right, okay, yeah.
So it is a little risky because that's not a bulky team. It is good offensively, defensively, not so much. But there is actually a main issue in regards to Shanks and Buggy's Rumble Burst special. Because with the way that that it works versus Roger, right? When Roger, to use his GP skill, you have to take damage. And then Shanks Buggy, you have to deal damage, right? So when you use the special of Shanks Buggy, it's typically after Roger has used his burst against you. Which means that he has reset his GP burst. When you use your Shanks Buggy special, it does 2,000 fixed damage to all enemies,
so
which means that Roger
easy 10K.
gets 10,000 damage charged back, which means that on the second wave of specials, Roger is going to be ahead on time.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's actually a problem.
That almost cost me a game due to that alone. I mean, it's 10K. You can make that up with a lot of specials.
Correct.
But sometimes you could be in a really weird spot where Roger uses burst, then you get like a launched special on and you just die. So I think it's a bit of an oversight.
Yeah. No, you're right. That is a problem.
Yeah.
I don't think about it like that deeply. I just thought about it like just from like the surface level of like this directly counters this. But like the fact that Rogers is taking damage and receiving damage, and then Shanks is like doing it, like it's like you'd need like for a pure Roger counter, you need to have takes damage and it be either equal to or lower than 50k. For a pure counter to Roger would
because I think Roger you have to take 55k and Shanks is like you have to deal 55.
Something like that.
If Shanks Buggy was like deal 45k,
yes, then you'd be able to get ahead or keep up.
That wouldn't be a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. On the PKA front, I think this season of PKA has been fine because of the new strat of just leaving the mini bosses below 60 so they're audible. And obviously just like getting, and then just like passively getting the final boss up to 150. I think like that's like the best way to play it. Like you're able to get way more drops like per run, and the fact that there's 2 mini bosses as well.
Right.
You can get more drops at the end of them, which means more green tickets or more adventure tickets in the long run, I suppose. Like I think I'm averaging like one. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but I'm averaging 1 adventure ticket a run just from the map drops alone, which is like not that bad in the grand scheme of things. And I've done like what, like 50. I'm at like 55 runs now, so that's enough to buy 1 super cola from just the pure map drops, which isn't the worst in the world, but like it still is a problem. So I hope, and we got the survey gems back yesterday. So hopefully that means they're either starting to collate the data or they're starting to like sift through it. I mean, I doubt it's gonna do anything anyway, but like hopefully because they specifically asked about what can we improve or what can be done for Pirate King Adventures, like hopefully like because they asked about it, they can take on the feedback of like what's been said. I think all in all, I think PK isn't that bad. I just don't think it's good. Like, that's just what it is. And I don't think it's justifiable to remove content for that. That's just the end all be all for PK. It's fine.
Yeah, instead
it
of
does
changing
its job.
content, they should just add more content.
Yes. Like,
but
it does
at
its
the
job.
end of the day, it's the thing where like people don't want to be overwhelmed with having to pick up all of these like different free-to-play units.
Yes.
And then it's like, oh, I can't beat this content because I didn't pick up this one free-to-play unit that I didn't have time to grind for. And if you have so much content to grind, that can be an issue. So it's a weird balancing thing.
Mm-hmm. I think
it's annoying.
I still think they could have done Turtle Island plus this, and then had this more focused on Cola, and had the other one obviously more focused on Turtles.
Yeah.
That way you get 2 free-to-play units. You have a month to farm both of them, and then like it's happy days, right? So yeah, like it's still. I think it'll be interesting to see the next PK system if they even begin to implement anything new, I suppose, or whatever it is. But I doubt it. I mean, obviously it won't be the case, but I hope to God that Grand Party stays at 12 wins, because I think it makes Grand Party so much more enjoyable. Way more enjoyable, way less stress, way less panic of if you lose, it's a wrap or whatever. It's like if you lose, you're like, okay, I have a bit of leeway. I can still keep going forward with this.
Yeah, facts.
So, yeah, we'll see. Fingers crossed.
So
Cool.
the general consensus on PKA like now compared to like the first month of it.
I think now that like the idea of autoing the mini bosses and keeping them low leveled has made PKA way more enjoyable.
Okay.
And I think that was a good pickup by a lot of people. And the fact that like you can find the mini bosses in a line. So obviously like, your map drops become worse, but at the same time, since you're farming 2 mini bosses with an auto team, like I just run double Whitebeard. Like less drops overall, but just way more convenient because of the end of turn damage.
Because on the final boss of Rayleigh, right? If you have the boss on like level 20,
we
40,
should
if 20, 40, 60, 80, the mini bosses are in a line, so you can always fight both mini bosses, which gives you more turtles per run.
Yeah.
So like basically just grinding Rayleigh on like level 60 or level 80 and then beating the mini bosses on low levels that you can auto really quickly makes the turtle drops faster. And then after you get all your turtle drops, that's when you should aim to get to 150 to get the rest of the rewards. And the cool thing is, Legend Brook will literally beat level 150, which is wild.
Yeah, that's actually nuts.
Like literally double Legend Brook and like ambush Garp and stuff. It's just
so you can
just beats it.
You can spam like Shiryu and Kuma and stuff. I think so.
That's
like,
cool.
Yeah. But also
anyone
like
can do it.
For example, like my Ray is 150 and I have them in a line. It's like a diagonal line downwards. So I miss out on like, generally I'll miss out on like the good PvP fight, but I'll be able to fight both mini bosses. So I prefer to fight both mini bosses over the PvP fight. So like it's weird how like it's designed where like sometimes it works in a line, sometimes it doesn't. Like for example, for myself, when I reached level my mini bosses weren't in a line at level 40. and then they stop being. Then they started again. Then they stopped being in a line at level 80. Then they started again. So I don't know if it's like it like has like a predetermined setup in the code, and it just picks one of them from the back end and just puts it down. But I think that now that this idea has come to fruition and people are just now versing the mini boss. Versing the mini boss is like literally you can just run whatever. Like I think double Whitebeard is actually a really good idea. It's so like no need to find friend captains. Running double Whitebeard, end of turn damage. There's no NAO at those lower levels as well. So pretty much guaranteed to kill like every time. I switched out one of the boosters for lore, like the lore and kid unit, and I put Beppo so to remove the percent damage reduction. So that gets removed completely. I think it's on the Odin fight. I think has that on the final stage or whatever. So that makes that fight killable every time, like every time in a turn. So less drops, but I mean like way more convenience. And then the fact that you get the selection reward after the mini bosses is way more valuable than the final boss. Like there's no point in versing the final boss after you've got to 150, of course. There's no point. Like part of me was thinking like, can you scale the final boss back down to like level 60?
I don't know actually. I'm pretty sure you can't.
Because you can select like when you get to the 150 boss, you can select like 148 as the level.
Yeah, I don't know if that means that your next fight will be 148. I haven't tested.
That's my question, because if that's the case, then like if you wanted to get super sweaty, you could then like
it's better to go down.
Yeah, you could passively scale the boss back down and then just auto all three bosses like back to back to back, you know, like and that way you get like probably like 20 to 30 turtles like a run, you know, which is like 3 million XP, which like obviously you need to do that 50 times to max out one character, but you know, that's not bad. 3 million XP a run is pretty decent overall. So like you take those, I suppose. I don't know. That's getting to the sweat era, you know, like that's when you're getting hyper fixated. But I mean, I think pick A is fine. I think Grand Party, if it stays at 12 wins, is great. If it goes back to 15, it's back to being cringe as shit. Anyway, final question from obviously Cody, Cswins 8214. Hey guys, much love as always, and thanks for the work that you do. A couple questions for you this week. Which is worse, rare steak or well done steak? I'm a medium kind of guy, but a bloody steak is a no for me. I can deal with chewing a lot. How do you guys like your steaks?
Nah, well done is terrible.
Yeah, well
dry
done.
and chewy. Ugh.
That's what I grew up with, only ever eating well done, because my dad would just.
I mean, same. That's why I hate him.
and I went to a restaurant and I was like, "Holy shit, you can eat steak!"
It's like a whole new world.
I was like, "You can eat it when it's still red? What the fuck? You're allowed to?" How do you guys like?
When you get
steaks?
a really good steak, oh man.
How do you guys like?
Definitely medium rare, the typical.
Yeah, I'm medium rare as well. Actually, I think I'm probably more medium actually nowadays.
I get medium.
Yeah, I think more medium nowadays. I think it's what I enjoy more. If you're eating wings, what's your go-to sauce? Hot as possible, generally a suicide or death sauce for EMG. Are you okay, bud?
Yeah, I'm the same. I love it almost as hot as you can go. I love hot spices.
I have very good spice tolerance. I could do that as well, but I like honey barbecue and Parmesan garlic. My wing.
Oh, garlic. Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yes,
that sounds delicious.
I usually do the creamers, like.
Hey, yo.
But I also do something hot as well, you know.
Little
Not
buffalo.
suicide level, but
yeah, I'm not doing it that high, but I'll get a little bit of spice. I'm down for a little bit of spice.
I'll get spicy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm getting spice with the creamers, you know what I'm saying?
A little ice in my spice.
Hey, yo! Let's go. It's time.
I was feeling you, bro.
Dude,
Joe, you know what pisses me off though with the hot
ahead.
wings though is when you ask for really hot sauce and it's not hot, or it's like bare hot, and that pisses me off. It's like, bro, this is gonna be your hottest sauce on the menu, and it is barely making me sweat. No, I want that shit to make me sweat. I want the hottest wing you got, bro. But then again, I don't like it when it is like literally just pure pain. It's got to have flavor.
Yes,
like it can't just be pure pain.
Yes,
it's a mix, you know.
Yes, I agree. Like, it has to be a hot sauce that's like a good kind of spice, not like a Not like a bad kind of spice, you know.
There's plenty of those bad ones, and they are not good.
Yeah, like Ice Spice, she bad. Okay, thanks as always, guys. I'm hoping to get back to more lengthy question sections, but some big changes at work that I'll elaborate on later. Will be eating a ton of my already limited time. Endless love and respect for you all. Always a bright spot on my bi-weekly Sundays. Your boy Cody in Canada. Thank you, Cody. We do appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Cody.
Thank you.
Love you.
Hey yo.
Hey.
I'll say it. You guys won't.
I'm gonna tell his wife.
Hey, I'm telling his wife right now.
I'll tell her too.
Hey,
I love her too.
Hey yo, okay.
For loving Cody.
Some Adam 22 shit. Hold on, run it back.
That's crazy.
Nah, I gotta get off after that.
Well, that's been the episode today, guys. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you go down there, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join if you want to support us financially, and in the comment section, what was it, pickle spaghetti? Down there in the comment section, you know, if you made it this far. I've lost my train of thought now because the Adam 22 go down there, hit the link that is linktr.ee/goodgradeperfect. Find all the socials, Twitter at GGP Podcast, anchor.fm/goodgradeperfect as well. And also on the audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts to be exact. On top of that, keep scrolling and find all of our social links. Toadski, Flamebeers, Nightmare JP, myself, Captain Papi. Make sure you go follow us on all those platforms. I mean, go on Threads. Follow us there too if we're on there. I don't know. Fucking have some fun. Do some great. Maybe subscribe to Flame. He might make an episode. He might make a YouTube video. I don't know. Do something down there as well. But with that being said, though, I've been Captain Papi, Knight, Flame, and Todd. Thank you guys for listening to the episode. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.